I've never been a person that dresses up. I pretty
Okay.
much wear that everywhere I go. I don't wear like a collared shirt for things unless it's like a wedding or something.
Right.
But I always wore pants in public. Right? Like
I hope so.
what I'm saying is like I never go out in like pajama pants
Okay. All right. Okay.
or sweatpants or even like athletic shorts unless I have like a reason to be wearing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
And I feel like we were all heading in that direction anyway for a while. But I think like we're really like I think that's just like the way of the world now is like people are just gonna be wearing sweatpants in public from now on. And like I'm gonna be the guy that's dressed up nice now because I'm wearing pants with a with buttons.
With buttons and then belt loops.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was thinking about this recently, and I made the comparison to. I remember in high school when taking the SAT specifically, but any like test where like you had to get up early in the next morning, like any standardized testing.
I do remember this phenomenon in school.
This was a thing. Mostly girls.
Anytime
girls.
The schedule was disrupted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't necessarily tests, but I remember like anytime the schedule, like we had either what were they called midterms tests or like PSATs or whatever, or if there was like some sort of activity going on the weekend. Yes.
Right.
It all of a sudden became like a slumber party.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. So you would show up to school in your pajamas / sweatpants / like unkempt look. You know what I mean? To signify that you had been up studying hard, trying hard, or that you just don't care. One or the other.
No, I think what it was it was an excuse to wear those to school. You could tell that like the people who did that were making the conscious choice and like getting dressed in. It wasn't like they were up all night studying. They were like, hey, this is our chance every year to wear our cute sweatpants.
Absolutely.
And that's what it was. It was like the girls in the class going like, okay, we're all gonna wear sweatpants, right? And of course that they're not just rolling out of bed and coming into school. That's not how that works.
Exactly. It was very purposely done, and like it was like this trend that I never understood because I got up and got dressed,
Yeah. But
yeah,
I looked like a slob on normal days probably, but on those days I was like the only guy wearing pants.
Right. I remember people like coming in and like their slippers. They would have their slippers on.
Mm-hmm.
I was dumbfounded by it.
I always thought that to myself, like, why don't you just do this every day if this is how you want to come to school?
Right. Just do it every single day. So I think COVID attire, COVID fashion, I think it's those same people trying to make it look a certain way that it's not,
No, I think I think it really is just people going like, fuck it. I think people are just saying, fuck it. We're not wearing regular pants. This is more comfortable.
You think?
Yeah. No, wow. I'm not. Like for me, I could probably be convinced to go in that direction. Except I don't necessarily think wearing sweatpants and stuff in public is more comfortable. It's one of the reasons I don't wear jeans. Is like I need pockets. I you know what I mean. And I also just like I don't necessarily need just a piece of sweatpants between my nuts and the world. Like I think having some real pants down there helps too. I don't know.
I have been out in sweatpants since the pandemic started, but more out of like I shouldn't say necessity, more
by
out
law.
of like by law. It wasn't out of laziness. It was just out of hastiness, really. Like,
right.
like kind of like the who cares? Like, who cares? It's going to take 10 more minutes to find something else,
Yeah.
But yeah, I have been outside in sweatpants, but not for like an extended period of time. To like grab a coffee, maybe.
Okay, but that's the first. That's always the first step.
It is. Yeah, you have to transition slowly into that
I'm
world.
barely getting out of my car. I don't need to put on pants. And pretty soon you're showing up with like half off Bermuda shorts and a tank top and showing up at 7-Eleven with your flip flops hanging off and going like, I don't know, whatever. I can't find my wallet. It's somewhere in my car.
Those people are always messy. They're like so lost, you know?
Because if you're wearing sweatpants or if you're wearing like Adidas shorts or whatever, like you don't have the proper pockets to put shit in. So like you're constantly looking for somewhere to put your things and you can't find your shit and you're just a complete mess. But like that's how much you've given up. You're like, I'm willing to make my life more chaotic because I'm too lazy to put on pants with a button.